Long time no see! Welcome to our new installment of History for Dummies. This week, we're taking a little trip to the Soviet Union in 1943 to meet up with one of the night witches before they bombed Nazi headquarters. They were a group of all-female pilots working for the Soviet government during World War II. The idea was conceived by Marina Roskova, who was the first female navigator in the Russian Air Force and set multiple flight distance records. Championed the idea to Joseph Stalin, who agreed because of the need for more pilots to counter the German military pressure imposed by Operation Barbarossa. She then recruited 80 women ages 17 through 26 to become pilots. Enough talking. It's time to meet these incredible women. Let me take out my nifty traveling device and we're gonna travel through time. So here we are in the Soviet Union with Nadia Popova, a night witch. She's going to take us on one of her missions, but first she agreed to talk a little bit about the planes used by the 588th Night Bomber Regiment, otherwise known as the Night Witches.
Sure thing. Well, this is my plane. It's called a Polikarpov PO2 biplane, and it's made from canvas and plywood. We lack a lot of the modern equipment found in the planes of our male counterparts, such as radar and radio equipment, as well as guns for self-defense. Worst of all, we could only carry 2 bombs per flight, one under each wing.
Seems that there are no advantages from flying these things, especially considering the material that they're made out of, canvas and plywood. If you got hit by one of these tracer bullets, the entire plane could catch on fire.
That's true, but we do have some advantages. Since we have to fly at really low altitudes because of the weight caused by the bombs and our low tech, we can't be detected on radar or infrared locators. Without radios, we can't be seen on radio locators either. We're basically invisible. On top of that, our planes fly at a slower speed than the Nazi planes and are more maneuverable, so we can basically avoid them. Well, seems like it's time to head on out. It's time to get on the plane.
Go.
So basically, what is happening is those 2 planes are distracting the Nazis while I'm going to cut my engine and glide in to drop these 2 bombs. Then when I'm done, I'll switch out with one of them while they drop their bombs until everyone has released their bombs.
What? I can't hear you!
I said I'm gonna cut my engine and glide in to drop the bombs.
We need music! Add some music to this shot.
Night witches! They're a team of women who take aim with their biplanes. They flew at low altitude so they can only fly at night. They got more than just mad skill. They flew over Germany and they killed. And the Nazis run for cover whenever they hear their planes. Whoosh! The night witches of the Soviet Union. Night witches, night witches, night witches.
We are about to go out on another mission. Do you want to join us?
What do you mean, you're going on another mission?
Well, we fly at least 8 missions in one night. I've once flown as many as 18 missions just in one single night.
I think I'm gonna go home.
Where did she go?
Oh my gosh, I need to know what happens next.
Bring, bring. It's 4 in.the.morning. What do you want?
Tell me about the night witches.
You know what time it is?
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
And we're back. So Gabby, how are you doing?
Do you really want to ask me that?
Moving on. So Gabby, can you tell me about the night witches? I need to find out what happens to them.
Fine. Well, these women were incredible. From throughout the 4 years that they were employed by the Soviets, they flew at least 30,000 missions, and they dropped 23,000 tons of bombs on Nazi targets. That includes supply depots, combat headquarters, and even troops. So they became so feared by the Nazis that any pilot who shot down a night witch was immediately awarded an Iron Cross.
That's amazing.
However, despite all their success, the unit was often looked down upon by their male counterparts, with one general reportedly complaining that he was sent a bunch of girlies instead of actual soldiers. On top of that, the regiment was disbanded 6 months after the end of the war. When the large military victory parade was held in Russia to celebrate, the night witches were not included at all.
That's terrible. Why didn't they participate in the parade?
Officials claim that their planes flew too slow. What is probably worse is the fact that these women, who were the first in the world to be authorized by their government to fly combat missions, just disappeared into the records of history. It's nice that you guys got around to talking about them.
Well, yeah, they're just too cool not to include.
Definitely. Well, since that's it, I think I'm gonna go.
Of course! See you later. Now that's all the time we have for this episode of World War II for Dummies. I'll see you next episode.